Hello, this video is how to change your filters, the RO filters, in a water box self-contained RO unit. This unit normally sits underneath your sink. When the light goes out, that's when it's time to change your filters. This is a very easy to use box. It normally has just those three tubes coming out the back, so the easiest way to do this is to actually take the box out from under your sink. To do that, you just simply pull the tubes out of these John Guest fittings, or these quick connect fittings, like that, by pushing in the collar and pulling the tube out. Then you can easily take this box out from under your sink. To take it apart to get to the filters, there's 4 screws in the back, one there, one there, one there, and one here. I've got the 2 bottom ones out already just to save a little time. They're Phillips screws. You just unscrew them and set them aside. Only tools you're going to need to do all of this is a Phillips screwdriver, a pair of pliers, and an RO wrench. Once you got the screws out, the panels push forward and over and out. This side has the RO membrane and the first cartridge filter along with your batteries. First thing you want to do is change your batteries. Don't forget to change your batteries. That's important. The RO membrane then, which is the hardest one of all of them to change, even though it's not too bad. You pull it out from the clips, and then on the top tube you push the collar in and pull that tube out, and it comes right out. Then this is where the RO membrane wrench comes in. You put it on there, and it's easiest to grab this at the bottom to hold it and unscrew it. Now, when these have been on for a while, they can be tough sometimes to unscrew. So sometimes it takes 2 pairs of hands to do it. Now, in here is a gasket that seals this when you put it back together, and we'll get to that in a minute. The RO membrane itself has a plastic tube that sticks out the top, and then you have to grab that with a pair of pliers. These can be rather difficult sometimes to pull out, and even this one's even a new one, and it can be tough sometimes. Goes out like that. Just like I said, kind of difficult. Get this out. So this is a brand new one, so I'm just going to put it back in. But don't worry about grabbing these, because that's basically what it's made for, to be there. The end with the 2 rubber gaskets on it goes in first when you put your new one in, and you just goes in until it hits on the rubber thing, and then just push it down in. You actually want to put your gasket on first. Make sure there's a little grease left on it. If there's no grease left on the gasket, it'll be a little bit slimy. If there's no grease left on it, you don't need to get some. You can get that at Home Depot, Lowe's, wherever, pretty easily. And then put that on there. That grease keeps it from kinking when you put this on, so that it will seal properly instead of possibly leak. And just put this on hand tight. It does not have to be real tight, maybe a little tighter than what I did, but I'd leave it loose because I use this system as a demo. Then put your tube back in by pushing it in all the way until it stops. And push them into the clips, and we're done with that. This system is really easy to change the other cartridges because they sit on a manifold that swivels. So you just swivel that out, turn it counterclockwise, and it pops right out. Make sure you put the same cartridge back in with the same label on it as what you took out. So compare the labels, put them back in, you turn them clockwise to put them back in, and they're done. Now, put your side panels back on. You just simply push the bottom, which is the little square tabs down here, and the little screw holes go to the back, remember. But you push this, you keep this moved to the front of the machine. Push it up on here, and then push it back, and then screw it back on. Now on this side, move to the front, pull this out, and it comes right off. On this side, you got 2 more cartridges. They work the same way. You just turn them counterclockwise, pull them out, put the new ones in, make sure you match up the cartridge, just put the right one back in. Turn it counterclockwise, or clockwise, and it goes right back in. Same with this one. Don't mess with any of the controls up here. These are the controls where it controls backwashing the RO membrane to make it last longer for you. And then inside here is actually your water pressure container with a stainless steel water container for storing water, so that you're going to have enough pressure at the sink to fill a glass up quickly and stuff. Put your panel back on, and you're basically done after you screw it together. And that's it. Put it back under your sink. Hook your lines back up. Make sure you might want to hook the lines back up the same way you took them off. So you might want to label them when you took them off. They're labeled pretty good on here. Water out, water in, and drainage. So it shouldn't be too hard to figure out how to hook them up if you didn't label them when you took them off. And that's it. You're good for another couple of years. Thank you very much.